if you're watching this video right now, this is probably because you have a hard time focusing. My name is Karim, I'm 19 years old right now. Before I was 19, I went from 0 to over 10k per month with my agency. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to lock in. To be honest, this period of my life is a period where I have to lock in. It's so much work, it's so much stress, it's so much things to have up going on right now. And I promise you, even after hitting 10k, 15k, it doesn't really matter. The problems are still there. So let me walk you through all the things you need to know to actually lock in. To get that lock in, to get that focus, because at the end of the day, what will matter for you to actually hit your goal, hit 10k per month or whatever, it will be the amount of focus time that you put in to something, solve problems, and just do the thing that you are supposed to do, the hard things, the problems, but also all the nice things. You know, I don't want to say that all the things are just bad. Like, there's going to be so nice things coming. So let me tell you a story before. In 1830, a guy named Victor Hugo became with a lock-in strategy. One of the best lock-in strategies that you'll ever have to learn, to know about, to know how to properly get a focused menace out there. And I promise you. So I'm going to walk you through his strategy. So Victor struggled with something that I think most of the people are struggling with today, even myself at some times, which is procrastination. Procrastination is when you know you have things to do, but you just procrastinate on the actual things and you just don't do them. So Victor was a famous guy writing books, and in 1829 he was supposed to have a deadline on a book that he was about to publish, but he didn't publish it. And just like us, after a lot of negotiations with himself, he was like, all right, I actually need to make this, like, get this done right now. So I'm gonna put the next deadline in 1830, and I'm gonna actually do it this time. And what happened is that he missed the deadline again, and he procrastinated all the way. So the cool thing that Victor did here is that he created something called the house arrest strategy. He bought clothes that was a big wool that covered his body from head to toe. And what he did is that he bought a new bottle of ink. Then he locked his clothes into the wardrobe, so basically he couldn't get out of the house. Like, I think he threw out the key or something. His wife described that he was actually like imprisonating himself, putting himself in prison, and all he had in one room was the bottle of ink, this pen, and yeah, the possibility to write his new book. That was everything he had. He didn't have anything else. And what happened when he didn't publish the book the second time was that he paid a fine to the publisher to around $13,000, like equivalent to today's money, like 13k. Like, that's a big fine. I wouldn't like to pay 13k for missing a deadline, so that is what he needed to do. And after that, he basically imprisoned himself. And what happened, he was done much earlier than the actual deadline. So what can we learn from this, and how can we use the exact same strategy? How am I using this strategy to actually being locked in and winning over my competition and achieving my goals much faster? Step number 1, pick a goal and tie it back to a deadline in the near future. You want to pick a goal that is reasonable. You don't want to pick a goal that is way too high but not too low either. It's basically a goal that is attached to something you can actually feel, right? And something that is absolutely possible if you just grind every single day. And especially if you're young, that's something you can do. Step number 2 is that you create consequences if you don't hit that goal or miss the deadline. So for example, what Hugo had is that he needed to pay 1,000 franc, which is like every single week he was delayed, which is equivalent to 13K that he needed to pay. And for you, that could be something that you really like a hobby, or the best thing, the reason that made you not hit your deadline. That could be removed, and you make a contract with yourself that this needs to happen. Like, you need to apply this consequence if you don't hit your deadline. Step number 3 is that you design your future action. So what I mean by this is that you fix your day today. So you create the whole, like, for example, I have my desk here. So for example, I put my computer here, I lock everything else like back, and also I put my phone outside of my office room, and that makes it so today when I come in here, my phone can't leave this room, or it can't enter this room. My phone right here right now can't enter this room. Or if I want to record a YouTube video, I take away my computer, I take away my phone, I take away my snooze, which is Zyn in the US. I take away the perfume that I have right here. Like, I take away everything except the thing that I need to record a YouTube video, which is my camera right here. And yeah, right now I have my computer here, I have my phone here, but it's much easier after a while. But yeah, honestly, I call myself there. Like, I could have all of this outside of the room just to lock in on this video, but I'm doing it right now to share how to lock in. But yeah, basically guys, like, motivation isn't enough. Like, you'll have to design a strategy where it makes it super easy for you to actually achieve the goal, right? So you don't want to have all the distractions, and that's the main thing. Like, you don't want to have all the distractions in front of you to like fight towards them, like fight against your distractions so you can lock in. Like, you just want to eliminate all the distractions so it becomes so easy to just do the thing. So that's the 3 steps you need to learn from Victor's strategy, the house arrest strategy, to actually apply it to your daily lock-in. And this is especially good if you want to hit something big the coming months, the coming weeks, or at the end of the year. But I would recommend you to do this for like 1 month to start with, and actually make it super serious. But because if you start to slack on yourself and you start to not do the things, and you say that you do the house arrest strategy, but when you're alone in your room, in your office, or in your bedroom, and you watch your phone like little by little, and you start breaking the contract that you made with yourself, that is when you've ruined everything. So you want to create a time space that actually resonates and makes sense for you. And the last thing to help you actually start with this is to see the cue before the actual action. So for example, I have my phone right here. I know that in the nighttime, I like to watch YouTube videos. I like to see Mr. Beast 2, where he shows how he set up these stages and everything. I like to watch entertainment things just before I go to bed, like 30 minutes before I go to bed, I pick away my phone. But before that, like, I just drag out the time just to watch some YouTube videos. Like, from now and 2 hours on, I would like to, watch some entertainment of some sort. That's the actual cue that leads to the action that I'm sleeping late. So a personal, very important thing that I want to share with you is that you want to focus on the actual cue instead of the action. So let's say that you are waking up late. It's not like you don't want to focus on waking up earlier. You want to focus on sleeping earlier. You want to focus on not watching entertainment things before you go to bed that actually drags out the time. You want to see these cues that leads to the action. And that is basically it. Don't forget to like this video and follow my channel, and have a good one, guys. Hope you learned something from this video, and let's have a locked in 2026. And remember, you can do it, so let's make it happen.